Jai Baba. Nothing is real but God. Nothing matters but love for God. God is the only reality. All else that seems real is illusory. God and I are one. Meher Baba. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Jai Baba to all of you, and thanks to beloved Baba. We are meeting after a gap of 2 weeks. We were away, and that's why we couldn't get in touch. All right. Today is 8th of November, an important day in Baba's ministry. In 1952, 8th November 1952, the first time Baba had the repentance prayer read out. So that's the importance of this day. The prayer was given in 1951, but almost it took a year to be officially and openly recited. That was in 1952, 8th of November. And the Master's prayer was given on 1953. So just to highlight the importance of today. Now we are reading the eternal calendar. We are on March 18 on the calendar. Sorry.
If
Yeah. Okay, you do it. Dehradun, yes. Yeah. No, I think, I'm not very sure. I think the repentance, maybe Ram Nori or Merchant may correct me. I think it was in Satara or something that repentance prayer was recited.
Yeah, I don't know. So
1951 it was. Yeah, it's there in the book. Okay. We'll look it up. Chalo, thanks. All right, go ahead, Soumya.
March 18th, if you hold an umbrella over your head on a sunny day and shout aloud, "Oh, where is the sun? Show it to me." How absurd this would be. For the sun does actually exist, and it shines over you and everyone, even at the time when you are shouting. It is only the umbrella held firmly in your hands that prevents you from seeing the sun. Just as the umbrella held in your hand prevents you from looking at the sun in the sky, the umbrella of your sanskaras prevents you from seeing the sun of truth.
All right. Kamal is giving me some more information that the prayer of repentance was first dictated in Kuldabad. We all know Kuldabad a year before. So that's the information, but it's all there in the RT book. All right. Now reading the eternal message. Thank you. If you hold an umbrella over your head on a sunny day and shout aloud, "Oh, where is the sun? Show it to me." How absurd this would be, for the sun does actually exist, and it shines over you and everyone, even at the time when you are shouting. It is only the umbrella held firmly in your hands that prevents you from seeing the sun. My interpretation to this would be, the sun is the truth or the reality, and the umbrella is the load of sanskaras or impressions that we have around us. Because of the existence of sanskaras, we are not able to achieve the truth or the reality. The truth is so huge, the sun is so huge. Compared to the sun, umbrella is absolutely insignificant, and yet the umbrella is preventing us from seeing the sun. In the same way, Baba says, and this is my interpretation, in reality, in truth, you and I and everybody is nothing but God, nothing but reality. But because of the existence of the samskaras, the impressions, which are like the umbrella, we are not able to realize and accomplish our truth or reality. Just as the umbrella held in your hand prevents you from looking at the sun in the sky, the umbrella of your sanskaras prevents you from seeing the sun of the truth. So in other words, such an insignificant thing can also block our vision from the sun. Now we go on to March 19. So this is the image, this is the photograph of Baba. I suppose it is walking inside the Mehrabad ashram premises. You can see the wall, and behind Baba is Kitty Devi.
And mark the contrast. Of what consideration is a tiny umbrella when held up against such a vast ball of light as the sun, which shines upon and brightens the whole universe? And yet, the umbrella does prevent the sun's rays from reaching your sight. This umbrella is held so firmly in your hands that consummate skill and great lengths of time are required for loosening of your grip. Only the Sadguru is capable of this. Only the Sadguru can help loosen this firm grip of yours through your absolute surrender and submission to his orders.
All right. Now that I did mention about the prayer and the importance of the date, I thought we'll go a little deeper on that. I should have been prepared, but I was not. The prayer of repentance was dictated by Meher Baba on 8th November 1951 at Kuldabad. And then in 1952, it was recited. There's no place, but my feeling is that it was at Satara. Then the prayer, which we call as the Parvatigar prayer or the Master's prayer, that was dictated at Dehradun on 15th of August 1953. So first it was the repentance prayer, and then it was the O Parvatigar or the Master's prayer. And then the last was the prayer what we call as for the Mandli or for Baba lovers. We say, beloved God, help us all. And that was dictated by Meher Baba on 25th of August 1959 at Mehrazad. So in the morning when he woke up, he said, this is the Avatar's Leela. He said, all of a sudden I was sleeping and this prayer came to me. And so that I don't forget it, I'm trying to, recite it so that you take it down, and that is what the prayer was, the last prayer. All right, March 19. And mark the contrast. What a huge contrast. There's no, it's like an ocean and a drop. Of what consideration is a tiny umbrella when held up against such a vast ball of light as the sun, which shines upon and brightens the whole universe. The sun brightens the whole universe, and yet such an insignificant small item like an umbrella can prevent you from seeing the sun. And yet the umbrella does prevent the sun's rays from reaching your sight. This umbrella is held so firmly in your hands that consummate skill and great length of time are required for loosening of your grip. What is the umbrella? The umbrella is our impressions, our sanskaras. Baba says, and it is something which is beyond us to eradicate it. For example, if I say, I am born, it's an illusion that I am born, because Baba says births and deaths are illusion. If I say that I am on earth, it's an illusion. I am an Indian, I am in Bombay, or whatever, all these are illusions which are so firmly embedded in the consciousness, our consciousness, that it is well nigh impossible to eradicate it of our own accord. That's why Baba says that it is so firmly held in your hands that consummate skill skill which is perfect, which is precise, which is absolutely immaculate, which is so so thorough. Only that skill can remove this impression or the grip which we are holding on to the umbrella. Consummate skill and great lengths of time are required for loosening of your grip. Only the Sadguru is capable of this. We all know that Sadguru is the epitome of any spiritual advancement, and the avatar is the eternal living Sadguru or eternal living perfect master. Only and only he can remove this grip. Not even Peer, not even Wali, not even Sant Purus, not even Mahatma, Yogi, Mahayogi, whatever. They cannot help us. They can only help us up to the level of their own spirituality. But they are themselves in illusion. How can they help us to come out of illusion? Only the Sadguru is capable of this. Only the Sadguru can help loosen this firm grip of yours through your absolute surrender and submission to his orders. That too he can help only if we are totally surrendered to him and if we are totally obeying his orders. Otherwise, there is no way out. And the easiest way, I keep repeating, keep Baba as our constant companion, keep him in our remembrance all the time. If we are fortunate enough, we will remember him when we breathe our last. And if we do that, then Baba's promise is that there is no more coming back. So that was March 18. Sorry, March 19. Now we are on March 20. This is Baba's photograph. So comfortably sitting on a wooden bench. Can you imagine? Huh? I think it's in Mehrabad. Looks like Mehrabad, maybe. Or maybe Mehrabad. The Lord of the universe, the King of kings, the highest of the high, sitting on a roughly made bench.
Pure love, awakened through grace of the Master, is more valuable than any other stimulus that may be utilized by the aspirant. Such love not only combines in itself the merits of all disciplines, but excels them all in its efficacy to lead the aspirant to the goal. Yogis in the Himalayas, with their long eyelashes and long beards, meditating, sitting in samadhi, they too have not this love. It is so precious. The mother dies for a child, supreme sacrifice, yet it is not love. Heroes die for their country, but that is not love. Love, you know when you have love. You cannot understand theoretically. You have to experience it.
When Baba was asked what is his message to humanity, he said, I have only one message to give, and I repeat it age after age. Love God and become God. Baba has given so much of emphasis on love. Not just Baba, even Jesus did, even the earlier avatars, they emphasized on love. And what is love? Our understanding of love is totally different from what real love is. Even if it be a physical love. Love is that which gives and does not expect anything in return. Unqualified or unadulterated or pure love does not think what is in it for me. मुझे क्या मिलेगा उसमें? Why should I love? There's no such thought. It is only giving and giving and giving. There is no qualification that is required of the beloved for you to give love to your beloved. You just give and give and give, even at the cost of your own comforts, even at the cost of our own happiness. We are talking about human love. And when we talk about divine love, then Baba says that that cannot be created by one's self, that cannot be generated, that cannot be discussed, it cannot be argued, it cannot be even imagined. It is only a gift which is given by God to man. And it is a gift which is very, very rarely given. Why? Because the recipient of the gift has to be matured enough to digest that gift. Because if the gift is given prematurely, then the person cannot digest it and it would do more harm rather than good. Pure love awakened through the grace of the Master is more valuable than any other stimulus that may be utilized by the aspirant. There are so many stimuluses, like your karma yogi or meditation or devotion or nama jap or remembering, whatever stimulus that you may have. Baba says that they become very fika, as we say. They are not as strong and as important as love. And when we talk about love, we are talking about that love. Such love not only combines in itself the merits of all disciplines, all the good points, all the malai, all the goodness of all the disciplines are combined in that love, but excels them all in its efficacy to lead the aspirant to the goal. In other words, irrespective of so many paths that are there, people do penance, people do all kinds of jatra, people, torture themselves, people do all kinds of things. But austerities, all kinds of austerities. But Baba says love is supreme. All that is good in all those things, it's a combination of good and not so good. But all that is good in all those things, even if it is combined together, even then love is superior to all the goodness. Yogis in the Himalayas, with their long eyelashes and long beards, meditating, sitting in samadhi, they too have not this love. It is so precious. And that is why, although Baba has given a lot of importance to meditation, but yet Baba says that if you love the Lord in a very natural, spontaneous manner, it is superior to meditation. It is superior because in love, there is a longing. There's a longing to become one with the beloved. In meditation, it does not create longing. It creates peace of mind. It creates blankness, what is called samadhi, no thought. But that is not the stage you are supposed to be in before merging with the beloved. The stage just before merging with the beloved is that of absolute longing, burning longing to become one with God, and that can only be created through the gift of love. The mother dies for her child, supreme sacrifice, yet it is not love. Because Baba has said, for example, mother, it is such a subtle thing. It is such a fine thing that any thought, even the remotest thought of the self, negates that love. Like Baba would ask the mandali, Baba would ask Pendu and Baba would ask Bharya Kaka, do you love me? Why are you with me? And they would say that we are staying in order to please you. Baba says, no, there is that lurking desire for spiritual achievement, for spiritual growth that mars the love. So Baba says, yet it is not love. Heroes die for their country, but that is not love. Maybe when they are dying, they are not dying for no reason. There is some very small tinge of you become a martyr. Your name is there. You are carried in the national flag, whatever that may be. So Baba says that is not love. Love, when you have love. Only when you have love, you will know What is that love? Which Baba talks about that love. You cannot understand theoretically. You have to experience it. So like Baba, in one of the discourses, Baba says, love is something, it is like a fish flopping out of water. If a fish is taken out of water, how does the fish flop? It suffers the agony. And the agony of what? Of going back and merging with the water. So that is the kind of love which the aspirant should have to merge with the beloved. Only then Baba says that is real love. That was March 20. Now we come to March 21. So it's an extension of that photograph only. You can see. Sorry? Yeah. No, okay, fine.
Majnu loved Laila. This was pure love, not physical, not intellectual, but spiritual love. He saw Laila in everything and everywhere. He never thought of eating, drinking, sleeping without thinking of her, and all the time he wanted her happiness. He would have gladly seen her married to another if he knew that would make her happy, and die for her husband if he thought she would be happy in that. At last, it led him to me. No thought of self, but of the beloved every second and continually. You would not be able to do that if you tried. It needs grace.
So again, Baba is emphasizing no amount of trying, no amount of austerities, penance, etc., is going to create that love. But Baba says we have to start loving God by first remembering Him, by having a sort of a connection or a connect with Baba, whatever way that we want to treat Baba, as a friend, as a brother, as a family member, as God, as anything. That connection will gradually grow, or rather grow. And once that connection grows, Baba says, I am able to pour my love to you through the channel. So in Baba explains in one of the discourses that you cannot love God outright, because love is a gift from God to man. We know that obedience is a gift from man, master to man, surrenderance is a gift from man to master. So love is a gift from God. But in order to attract that gift, you should start remembering Him, start connecting with Him, with every little thing in your life. And that is how, when the closeness grows, and when Baba in his infinite mercy and wisdom feels that this Banda, this aspirant of mine is capable of digesting my love, then only he will pour love into us. Now Baba talks about Laila Majnun. Majnun loved Laila. This was pure love, not physical, not intellectual, but spiritual love. Now Baba goes on to say, he saw Laila in everything and everywhere. He never thought of eating, drinking, sleeping without thinking of her. Very nice sentence. He never thought of eating, drinking, sleeping without thinking of her. Maybe if we cultivate this habit of eating, drinking, sleeping without thinking of Baba, that means every little thing that we do, we have to constantly think of Baba, then perhaps, we are at the point of generating that love. And all the time he wanted her happiness. In other words, again, reflecting it with us and Baba, all the time we have to think and feel of Baba's happiness. How would Baba be happy? if I did this or did not do this. So that should be cultivated. He would have gladly seen her married to another if he knew that would make her happy. That means just imagine that this love was so unselfish love, so selfless love, so giving, that he would have been very happy had Laila married somebody else, had he known, if he knows that that would bring happiness to Laila. So that is the love that Baba is talking about. He would have gladly seen her married to another if he knew that would make her happy, and die for her husband if he thought she would be happy in that. That means if this is the extreme case that Baba is saying, that you have to, in a sense, annihilate yourself, your false self, manonash, as we say, in the happiness of the beloved. At last, it led him to me because of that high love. And Baba had said, irrespective of whom you love, you may love anything or anybody, but it should be pure love. And that pure love, even though it may be directed towards a person or a thing to start with, but if it is pure, then it would change track and make it into iske mijaji. It will change the track, hakiki, sorry, iske hakiki, right? So in other words, at last it led him to me. No thought of self, but of the beloved every second and continually. What a high requirement. Every second you are only thinking continuously of beloved Baba. Then this can happen. You would not be able to do that if you tried. It needs grace. So again, it comes back to like how when Baba would play cards, he would always have the ace or the joker. He keeps the entire control in his own hands, that it needs my grace. You just can't do it on your own. Talking about at last it led him to me. We just had been to Mehrabad, and this is the first time that I heard we were talking amongst ourselves, Baba people, and the topic came about Dr. Harry Kenmore. We all know Dr. Harry Kenmore. He was a very superb chiropractor, and he attended to Baba's physical form, especially after the second auto accident, which took upon himself by way of self-suffering. So he writes, that is what we were told. I have not read the book. He writes in his sort of book, it may be an autobiography, where he was a deep meditator. He would meditate so deeply that he would get a glimpse of his past lives. And in one of that, correct me if I'm wrong, no, Soumya, because she is very good at hearing. In one of his past incarnations, he saw that he had meditated so beautifully, and therefore he was given a boon. And the boon is that in this particular life, he would have been a very great surgeon. Am I right? A doctor, a surgeon, where there is nothing that he cannot heal, there is nothing that he cannot cure. That's to the effect. But then he went blind. And when he went blind, he was trying to find out through meditation and through other sources going here and there everywhere as to why is it that he is going through this so-called suffering. And he couldn't get the answer. And once when he was with Baba, he asked Baba, and this is what Baba had said, that you would have been like this. You would have been a great person, somebody out of the world, but you would not have had the opportunity to search for me, to look out for me. So in other words, sometimes nature, you may say, or Baba, you may say, contrives in such a way that the so-called handicap or so-called suffering catapults us, brings us towards Baba. So, and he accepted that. And we all know how Baba would call him, and he would call Baba Pop, my Pop, and he would call Harry, what was it? I forgot the name, Harry Baby or something. But they were so, in spite of him being so blind, he could visualize Baba's face, he could give a proper treatment to Baba, and Baba did mention that the treatment helped him in his suffering. We are now on page 20. Have I read it? Yeah. Sorry? Oh, of course, of course, of course. Now he is asking, that means ke Manju must have, hey, why Manju is here? Majnu, yeah, Manju will also get moksha. So Majnu, yes, but Majnu may have got realization. How do we know? Why only moksha? Ah. Uh-huh. Hmm. Hmm. I don't wonder. Right, right. But I mean, we are too immature to, visualize as to what he must have achieved. But definitely, I would say he may have got God realization also. Yeah, correct. But what I'm saying is, why only moksha? He would have even got God realization. Okay, Bhikkhu was asking, because I don't think the voice gets carried here, that based on what Baba has written about Majnu and Laila, he must have got moksha. I said, of course he may have, or you could have even got God realization. We really do not know. Yes, Sam has a question, or maybe Sam wants to narrate something. I'll put the mic on so that Sam, you can say. Sam, go ahead.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba, Sammy.
Talking about Dr. Harry Kenmore, this incident that you narrated, I feel whatever he realized during his meditation was fulfilled in treating the body of the God himself.
Yeah, I didn't get your...
You see, he was told that he would be the greatest surgeon in the world and this and that. But because of his handicap, he didn't do that in the world. But in another way, it was fulfilled by treating the Lord in human form.
Yeah, yeah. No, but what I heard people say, that Baba said that had you become that, that big in whatever way,
Come to me.
you would not have looked out for me. You would not have searched for me. So this so-called handicap was a blessing in disguise that it led him to Baba. That's what I understand.
Yeah, Jai Baba.
Jai Baba, Jai Baba. Now we are on March 22.
Hello, Uncle. Cyrus.
Yes.
March 21 happens to be the Nowruz day. Huh?
March 21 happens to be the Nowruz day. Yeah. Correct. Nowruz Mubarak to all of you.
No, not that. The message of Laila Majnu.
Yeah, I got it.
On a Nowruz day.
Yes. I'm sure when it was placed on this date, we may not have realized it also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Now this is now March 22. By 22, I don't mean the year, I mean the date. March 22, Baba is sitting and there's a parrot on his hand sitting over there. I thought there was a name for the parrot also. Anybody knows? Anyway.
Mithu, I think.
Mithu. Correct. Yeah. Yeah, we said much. You can speak in this. What he said. What? See, yeah. I'll speak in this now.
Yes, Majnu's name was Kes. He was christened Kes.
Ah. Okay.
The word Majnun means mad.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Correct.
So somehow वो जो इसके इलाही में पागल हो जाता है
Correct.
तो उसको मस्त भी बोलते हैं इन बाप
Yes.
See? So Majnun means mad. Yeah.
But here it is made. By must, Baba would say, in God intoxicated
Yeah.
after the love of God.
Remain brave in heart, even if God's ways for the time being seems inscrutable. Whatever suffering may befall you, you should put up with it with full faith in and love for Baba. At the most, what could happen? You might die. And it is so very obvious that you have to die one day. You have to drop this body sooner or later.
There's a one mic is open. Is it this Sita Ranjan? One mic is open. Anyway, go ahead, Soumya.
Why not then think that your body is not there already and so act detached?
We have seen that in a sense Baba has given least important to death. In the discourses, Baba's one-liner is death is an incident in life. As if nothing, as a small incident, insignificant. At other places, Baba said that death is an important stepping stone that you move on in life. At other place, Baba had said that how when your shirt or whatever you're wearing gets soiled or it's torn, what do? You just change it. You just throw it in the dustbin and you change it. In the same way, when the soul has come on this planet Earth to experience certain experiences, to balance out the samskaras, and when those impressions or samskaras which we have brought so-called down, there's no up and down, but which we have brought to be experienced and expended are finished, are over, you simply don't need that body anymore and you go back to where you have come from. It's as simple as that. It is something like, and I've given this example, when you are on a world tour where you got a return ticket, it is a prepaid ticket, you travel from A to B, B to C, etc., etc. Every time you get into a bus or a tram or a train or a flight, your money is getting deducted, like how it is there in so many other countries, it just gets deducted. At the very end of the journey, when wherever you may be, when that last rupee, if you say, is finished, what do? Already you paid the return fare, so you return from where you started. It's as simple as that. So nobody, actually, according to Baba, we should try to cultivate a very healthy and a positive attitude towards death. In fact, Baba says no one dies. No one knows how to die. The real hero who knows how to die is never born again. Yeah, the rare one. At different places Baba has used, but yeah, there's another one which is the rare one who knows how to die is never born again. In other words, we should all yearn for the real death. We should all be praying and beseeching Baba that let me die. Real death. And real death is the death of the limitations, the death of falsity, the death of separativeness, the death of finitehood, the death of all that is false, in short. death of the mind, death of the desire, etc., etc. So Baba has never given importance to death. Since we are doing death, and some story came up in my mind, Baba's uncle Khodadad was staying in Mumbai, Bombay at that time, when Baba had just realized God and he was on his what we call as coming down stage, and they were in Pune, now Pune. And obviously the news came, so Sheriyarji and Shirinmai and others could not make it to the funeral, could not make it, means they had some engagement, and so they deputed young Mehrwan, which is Meher Baba, to go and represent the family and give the condolence and all that. Now Baba was already realized, he knew the value, insignificance of death, and he knew that if I go there, there will be wailing and weeping and crying and all kinds of things will be happening over there. And he cannot take that because he knew the value of death, which is insignificant. So what he did, this is there in one of the diaries. I don't know whether it was in Bailey's diary or what. What he did was, he goes because he had to respect the parents' wish. He goes there, and as expected, there was a lot of crying. You know, in Gujarati we say, "Duske duske raresh karine." That kind of thing was happening, you know, like that. and the moment he goes there, he swoons, you know, chakkar aata hai, and he falls down. This is all acting. You know, he does that. Immediately the family, you know, the kaka, kaki, and whosoever with me, you know, because his own cousin had died. That means Khodada's young son had died. So immediately, and they knew about Mehrwan's mental condition. At that time, they all thought that Mehrwan was mentally ill. Baba was mentally ill. So they took pity on him, and in the next available train, they put him in the train to come back to Pune. It was a sort of a humor, and at the same time, sort of Baba's wit, you know, as to how he escaped that whole thing. Because he cannot, you know, declare that all this is humbug and all this is not good and this is not right. Obviously, he could not do that to the family. So he did this ploy, that kind of thing. So again, coming back, and that is a very, very, I would say, a very important subject to be. We have done that in discourses. We have done that in Listen Humanity also. In detail, we have done that. So Baba has not given importance to that. And I feel it behooves upon each one of us to respect when it comes, to take it. It doesn't mean that you dance when somebody dies, but at the same time, you know, sorry, Soumya is looking at me because I've been repeating this often and she will fire me on the way. She sees a dream, isn't right? That I have died, you know, I have died, and that I am going, the pallbearer, they are taking me. And she is dancing in that because she is happy about my death. So when she woke up, she said that I am very happy because of that. And then she corrects me. She said, which I don't know, if I want to believe that she said that he is seeing that Baba has come to receive me and something like that. It's just a very pompous thought on my behalf. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, okay, I'm sorry. What I'm trying to convey is that doesn't come to everybody all of a sudden. It may seem all of a sudden, but there is a perfect mathematics to it, and the mathematics is samskaras or impressions. And when it comes, you have to accept it and take it, that all the samskaras which were brought, which were to be utilized in this particular body is over, and therefore this body has no use and the person has gone back. The only, I would say, unfortunate thing would be that we go back to the astral world or the semi-subtle world and experience the state of heaven or hell, and then we come back again. So that's a vicious circle. And Baba had himself said, you know, and I narrated in Gujarati first, you know, Baba had said, "Mane to avu paresh, pan tame loko sana pacha pacha avya karo." I have to come back. The avatar has to come back because that is his duty. Why do you keep coming back? Why can't you just pop off, by taking my name at the time of breathing your last? So that is what it is. So here Baba says, remain brave in heart, even if God's ways for the time being seem inscrutable. Inscrutable means incomprehensible. Can't make out why am I going through what I am going through. Why is Baba doing this to me? What have I done to earn this kind of treatment from the world or from Baba? So if we understand that nothing happens to us without a purpose, then much of this why me, poor me goes away, blame game goes away. Everything works on the principle of cause and effect. There cannot be an effect unless there is a cause. I've been repeating this 100 times. There cannot be smoke unless there is fire. The very fact that you are witnessing smoke means there is fire. Whether you are able to see the fire or not, there is fire. In the same way, whatever I am going through in life, the good, the bad, the ugly, is the effect or the result or the harvest of the cause which I have sown as a seed in the past. That past may be this life or 10 lives or 100 lives, I do not know. So whatever is happening to me is only positive, although apparently it is negative. Why it is positive? Because it is balancing out my past karma. So to that extent, I am expanding, utilizing my past karma. So it is positive. So remain brave in heart, even if God's ways for the time being seem inscrutable. Can't make out why it is happening. Incomprehensible. Whatever suffering may befall you, you should put up with it with full faith in and love for Baba. Because when we have faith in and love for Baba, we are able to easily accept that suffering and digest that suffering rather than fight against that suffering, rather than saying, why me, poor me, rather than blaming A, B, C, D for what we are going through. You might die. Baba says, because of suffering, you might die. And it is so very obvious that you have to die one day. It is so natural. There is not a soul ever since creation, billions and billions of years, that particular soul has not dropped his physical body. It has never been. You and I are going to die. It is not if I die. Because when I die, I should be able to remember Baba. That is the important thing. And if we are in a state of knowledge where doctor says, Abhi 6 घंटा बाकी hai. Doctor says like that. Instead of getting panicky, instead of getting nervous, instead of crying and weeping, that there can never be a more beautiful opportunity or a grace to remember Baba. Oh wow, at least I am forewarned. I am informed beforehand that now only 2 hours or 3 hours or one night. So I can well nigh occupy that time and my energy in remembering Baba. It's such a blessing. If somebody is told that, okay, you are going to die tomorrow, it's a very great blessing. But everything depends on how we perceive that knowledge. Many people get nervous, they get panicky, they whatever it may be, So your Baba says, at the most, what will happen? See how casual Baba is. At the most, what could happen? You might die. And it is so very obvious that you have to die one day. You have to drop this body sooner or later. Why not then think that your body is not there already and so act detached? So in other words, Baba is emphasizing on I am not this body, I am not the mind, I am not this, I am not that. I am nothing but a living lie of that truth. That is me. And unless the lie is dead, the truth cannot be. In other words, Baba is asking us to have the body, live in the body, but not be the body. You are not the body. The body belongs to you, but you are not the body. The phone belongs to me, but I am not the phone. If tomorrow the phone crashes or stolen or whatever it is, burns or whatever it is not me. So in the same way, with the same detached attitude, if we have for the body, take care of the body, keep the body clean, keep the body in ship shape, in prim and proper way, because ultimately it is here that God resides, that Baba resides. I remember again in today's, in this time's Mehrabad session, when we were discussing, I think it was Eraj who said, and we got it through Jeff. Very beautiful. The one liner only, that make words to the effect again. Make your body Baba's residence. Very powerful. We are supposed to make our body Baba's residence. This is the place where he resides. We may go anywhere, everywhere in search of Baba, go to Samadhi, go to Amirpur, go to Andhra, go to any place, go to Bombay Center, wherever you want to go. But ultimately, where will you find him? It's here. So why not make ourself or our body his residence? I thought it was a very potent and a very powerful sentence. So we are done with March 22. Now we shift on to March 23. So that others can hear.
Growth begins where blame ends.
Correct. It's not Baba's. Bhikkhu is saying growth begins where blame ends. I don't think it is Baba's. I used to repeat that very often, but it is from somewhere else. The source is not Baba's. But when the entire creation is Baba's, then the source is Baba's in that sense. All right. We are doing March 23. Oh, yes. Okay. This is another of Baba's photograph. I think this was during the new life when Baba would, pack himself so much. No, this is in Mehrabad, I suppose. Where is it? Delhi or something. Anyway, this is Baba. Incognito. Okay. Go ahead, Swami.
Self-renunciation is so necessary for experiencing pure love. This renunciation does not mean that one has to leave all the worldly connections and affairs and go to the jungles. It really means remaining in the world and discharging one's own duties faithfully, yet keeping aloof from all attachment. This is not an unattainable ideal, but a practical goal which can be attained with ease, provided, of course, the aspirant sincerely and boldly resolves to reach it.
Baba's messages are so practical, so doable, but somehow it evades our, attention. Here Baba is in the last session, Baba talked about detachment. The rule is attachment always brings suffering. As simple as that. Attachment does not mean that you don't care, you don't love, you are not concerned, you are very callous, you are heartless. No, it doesn't mean any of these things. It only means that you understand the value of anything, the true value of anything, and do not over-evaluate it so that when it is not there, you suffer. My interpretation would be that. So basically, here Baba talks about renunciation. There's a voice coming through. Is it Vaishali? Vaishali? Okay. Anyway, You can, bolo. Okay. When somebody asks Baba that, okay, Bhikkhu is asking that there's a quote of Baba about attachment. When somebody asks Baba, Baba, it is so natural for us to feel attached to our spouse, to our children, to our this, to our that. Then Baba says, yes. But then your attachment to all these should be only skin deep. And your attachment to me should be heart deep. So that's what Baba had said. So here Baba talks about renunciation. Baba talks about two types of renunciation in the discourses. One is external renunciation. You go in the jungle, go in the mountains, all that. Okay, it's good. And the other is internal renunciation. Internal renunciation means you be in the world, you do everything that is required of you in the world. In other words, discharge your duties, responsibilities, running about, fighting, whatever, taking care of your family, doing your business, but be detached. That means think that it is not yours. Everything belongs to Baba. You are just a trustee, a caretaker, and you are doing for Baba. That is a kind of internal detachment where you are not at all attached. Self-renunciation is so necessary for experiencing pure love. If we need to experience pure love, we must renounce. Renunciation, there's a doha or whatever you call it. Tarke dunya, tarke maula, tarke ukba, tarke tar. Tarke dunya means renounce this world. Tarke ukba means renounce the other world, which means your heaven and hell and spiritual world and inner path and plane. Tarke maula, renounce your religion, renounce your whatever. Tarke tar, renounce the very thought that you have renounced. So that is the highest kind of renunciation. Self-renunciation is so necessary for experiencing pure love. This renunciation does not mean that one has to leave all the worldly connections and affairs and go to the jungles. Baba never ever advocated, encouraged this kind of renunciation, except for very, very few. And Baba is like a MRI machine. It would see what are the karmas and samskaric patterns of the person who approach him. So very rarely Baba had said that you go here, you go there, you that way. Otherwise, Baba would say, stay in the world, face all the likes and dislikes, the ups and downs in life, but be detached. Keep remembering me, love me, be attached to me, that way. It really means remaining in the world and discharging one's own duties faithfully, yet keeping aloof from all attachments. So even keeping aloof from the results of whatever you have done. We get very elated if something goes blah, blah, very beautiful. And when things don't go right, we get, depressed. Oh, I made so much of effort, but it does not. It does not. But Baba said, your job is to do, your job is already done when you have done your very best. That's all you can do. You can't go beyond that. Beyond that is his kshetra. What is here, whatever we can do, we do. Whatever the results are in his hands. This is not an unattainable ideal. Baba said it is attainable that you can be in the world, face your ups and downs, face your likes and dislikes, and all that, do your duties, run about the life, but at the same time, at the end of the day, be detached with everything and everyone. This is not an unattainable ideal, but a practical goal which can be attained with ease. You can attain this with ease, provided, of course, the aspirant sincerely and boldly resolves to reach it. In other words, here Baba is emphasizing on sincerity and on boldness. That is why Baba at some other place has said, that it is not difficult to tread or walk the spiritual path. It is not difficult. What is difficult, sorry, is to decide to walk the path. I remember many years back, Adi Kaka had come, Adi K. Irani, and very beautifully and so profound. It is so simple and yet profound. You know, Baba says, he said that Baba will give orders to each one according to what he feels, the capacity, as well as the sanskaric makeup of each one. Many people say, oh Baba, it is so difficult to obey your orders. Baba, Adi said it is not, it is not at all difficult. The difficulty is in resolving, in deciding to obey. Because once we have decided to obey, then automatically the help comes from Baba for us to obey, and everything falls in its place. But we are so much imbalanced, do or not to do, and that is the thing which is keeping us and making us feel that it is difficult to obey Baba. He said that once you have decided, it is so easy to obey Baba, but to decide to obey takes time. I think we've touched 6:30. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, everyone. Avatar Meher Baba ki Jai. Jai Baba. See you next Tuesday. Jai Baba. End meeting.
जय मेर बाबा, जय मेर बाबा।
Jai Baba.